the largest private hunger relief organization in the state of Colorado. Food Bank of the Rockies provides food and supplies to more than 1,000 hunger relief programs. And since 1978, they have provided nearly 472 million pounds of food to their member agencies, which translates to 369 million meals for people in need. Last year, they distributed 41.3 million pounds of food, enough to provide 88,000 meals each day to children, seniors, and families in need.
Here's our form. We gotta take 2 boxes. I know what pallet number. There's our paper we have to take.
Someone is one of these. The banana boxes. One, two, yeah, that's right. And we want 2 of them.
Are there tags on those ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 12630. And we need 3 of them.
volunteered at the Rocky Mountain Food Bank. And when we got there, we just followed this line, yellow line. We sat there for a little bit, and then this lady took us to like our station where we would be working, and this guy there explained to us like step by step what we have to do. So there's these giant like aisles there, so he just like walk us through, showing us where we can find our the items that we're looking for that are on the list, and we just put that on a pallet, shrink wrap that thing, and stock it in the back room. And that's what we did. So while we were the guy was teaching us what we are doing, he used what I believe is called social learning, and which is just basically he shows us like he does the act himself, and then we try to replicate whatever he does. And for like reinforcement wise, there's not really any positive reinforcement other than that the guy just says thank you once in a while, and that we're doing a good job. And then negative reinforcements for the people who like regularly volunteer, they'd have to like double check the next day to make sure that the pallets had the right amount of right items on there and the right amount. So if you messed up the first day, you'd have to fix it again the second day. So if you did it right the first day, you wouldn't have to do it the second day. It is, I guess, negative reinforcement, but we didn't really come in for a second day, so we might have just messed up our order and not even care.
There are 3 different communication channels. There's chain, wheel, and all channel. Under the chain channel, there's groups that talk amongst each other up to the leader. Wheel is when there's separate groups and there's one main leader that they really only interact with the leader and then themselves. And then all channel is when each group talks to everyone, the leader, and it's all communication. At our experience at the Food Bank of the Rockies, we were definitely a wheel form of communication because TJ was our leader, quote unquote. He trained us what we were supposed to do for the day. And then while we were all broken into little groups, we really only communicated with our group and then with TJ if we had any questions. There was no communication between the other groups.
Volunteer-based organizations like the Food Bank of the Rockies is motivating the volunteers, because a lot of them are not there because they want to be, but because for community service requirements, because of legal issues or stuff like that. So how would you motivate them? My idea is use SMART goals as the first part. So you want specific goals of, say, like what we were doing, load a pallet or a pallet and a half before you get done with the day, or something like that. Measurable, you have a way of measuring it, like a pallet, an order, something like that, a percentage of that to be done. Ambitious, saying to do a single pallet is not that hard, so you don't want to say that. You want something bigger, like 2 orders to be done in your day. Relevant, we can't do it about how many gummy bears to load onto the pallets. That wouldn't work. Something useful. And time-based. By the end, like, since we're there in 2.5-hour blocks, by the end of 2.5 hours, this is how much we want to get done. And of course, assuming we meet those goals, then we can go to expectancy theory and give some sort of reward for doing that, like stickers or a round of applause, because they can't really spend too much money on that.
Personality of the people who might volunteer or might have to volunteer there. These are 4 of the big 5. You want someone that's high in openness, so they're open to experience, they can try new things if they've never done it before. You want someone that's high in conscientiousness. They're hardworking, they'll do as much as they can in the time they have to load the pallet and everything. You want somebody that's high in agreeableness, they will work well with others, cooperative. They can work work well and do everything they need to do and work in a team. This was team, we had to break up into twos. And then you want someone that is low in whatever, because they're calm, they won't get mad if something is not in the right place. Like what we had so many issues with things not being in the right place. They're not labeled right, they don't have the right item number, or they're just not there. We had to go talk to people about it. So basically you want people who are like this. It would be the best worker. Of course you can't get all four of these. You can try to get all four, but sometimes you just have to work with the ones you can get.
And off in the distance are those two lazy ones. And an air conditioning unit. Just because.
No.
Haha! You have to be in your own video. At some point. Proof that you're here. Even though I am absolutely horrible at camera. Yeah. Wonder if I can zoom in on him. I can zoom in on him. Found him.